Hello and welcome to Sport Tonight. I'm Cecilia Omogbe. In the next 10 minutes, we'll be talking about the UEFA Champions League and also the NBA, the games that went down early hours of this morning. The Western Conference and also the Eastern Conference. And currently the game going on, that's the game between AC Milan and Inter Milan, is Inter Milan that is actually controlling San Siro right now because 8 minutes into the game, you had Edin Dzeko. Remember him at Man City? He was the one who gave Inter Milan the first goal 8 minutes into the game. And of course, just 3 minutes later, and Eric Mkhitaryan also scored. So Inter Milan is leading by 2-0, and it's already into second half. If it remains like this, well, AC Milan will have so much to play for to get a chance to get into the final of the UEFA Champions League. Remember, of course, second leg, May 18, that's when it will be played next week. All right. So let's start off with the game that was played last night between Real Madrid and Manchester City. As expected, it was a very, very tough game because for Real Madrid, they needed to win at home. But somehow, after Vinicius Jr. scored that goal 36 minutes into the game, then you have, of course, Kevin De Bruyne. He's been having a fantastic season. He equalized for them, and he ended up one game at peace. So for now, well, Real Madrid will be, for now, it's all poised because both are working on a tightrope. And the second leg, it's going to be at Etihad. Well, of course, Man City has been fantastic this season. When you have Erling Haaland who can pop up anytime to score a goal, he did not score in this game. Kevin De Bruyne was the best player on the night. But then that guy, talking about Erling Haaland, he has scored 12 goals in the Champions League this season. And of course, he was locked up. We saw Rudiger all over him all through the game. He just couldn't get off him and he couldn't get the goal he needed. But then Pep Guardiola, talking about the coach of Manchester City, is really happy with the way the players perform, because when you're playing against a team that have won 14 Champions League titles, you know you're playing against the very best in Europe. Yeah, next week, Wednesday, that's when the return leg will be there with what Rudiger did it to someone who has scored 51 goals at Santiago Bernabeu. Will he be able to do that at Etihad? Well, Pep Guardiola already targets as a final, because once they win this, it will be easier for them to get the Holy Grail, their first Champions League title ever. Can they overpower Real Madrid, the powerhouse when it comes to UEFA Champions League, and go ahead to win the Champions League title for the very first time? Well, Carlo Ancelotti has a lot to say about the game. Yes, he's impressed with his players, but second leg for him, this is just nothing. They still have a lot to play for in the second leg. All right, let's leave football now and quickly go, of course, the NBA, the playoff series hotting up. Now, the two teams that played earlier as of today, both of them are going into game 6, because game 5, you know, it was the first one. We started with the later game, which is between the Phoenix Suns and, of course, the Denver Nuggets. Now, Nikola Jokic, when he's on fire, is hard to play against the man. Now, he had a triple-double on the night, and of course, he had to make up with what he did the last time when he was suspended after being taken out of the game with Suns owner Matt Isibia. He had to make up with him, but then in this particular game, he was all over the place. He had to get a triple-double of 29 points, 13 rebounds, and 12 assists. That's his 10th career playoff triple-double, breaking a tie with Chamberlain for most by a center in NBA history. I mean, in this particular kind of performance, he came off the career best of 53 points in game 4, in which they lost. But this particular one, he had to put up his best for them to win. So game 6 is Thursday night in Phoenix. This game has been going back to back. I mean, when you have more like the home games, are the home teams are usually the one winning it. That's why Suns are actually confident that they can actually, you know, bounce back and save this one. But then let's take a listen to, of course, the man of the moment, Nikola Jokic, and also the coach of Denver Nuggets, their feeling after this game and what they intend to do going into game 6, knowing that the Phoenix Suns will be very, very hungry. And of course, it was not only Nikola Jokic who ensured that they had that victory. Jamal Murray added 19 points for Denver, but then Kevin Durant actually chipped in 26 points. All right, interesting. And of course, he wasn't just the only one. Michael Porter Jr., MPJ, was also on fire. 5 3-pointers. A great one for Denver Nuggets. A 3-2, they take it to see what's going to happen in game six. Of course, the pictures you're seeing is the game between Celtics and, of course, Philadelphia 76ers. And TJ Gardner, of course, was silenced when you have Joel Embiid scoring 33 points, easily taking a 3-2 lead in the Eastern Conference semifinals, beating Boston Celtics 111 and 103. And, of course, the 76ers led as many as 21 points in the fourth quarter. So it was a dominant display. The guy you're seeing right now talking about Jalen Brown had 24 points on the night, Marcus Smart 14, Jason Tatum 36, 10 rebounds. But that wasn't enough because when you have the big center, the MVP of the regular season, Joel Embiid, having fun on the night with his 33-point game on the night. Tough day indeed for Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Marcus Smart, other players for Boston Celtics. Remember, they're on the brink of going out at this stage. That's it for tonight's show. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Mongbe. Have a good night, rest.